one sec. Got it. Get that set up. There we go. Okay. Ping folks on Discord, you are totally right. Give me one sec here. How's it going, everybody? Hope you can hear me. There we go. Maybe that might be better. Hold up one sec. We're going to turn that down. There we go. Okay, wow. I've done this before. I've streamed before. Oh my gosh. Just letting everyone know. There we go. There we go. You just get a black screen? Looks like there's at least a GIF on my screen. Yeah. No, I'm more than excited for the scuff, because good gravy. If I know anything, that's how all this works, right? We just barely make it work. The only thing I need is a duct tape. All right. Well, I definitely get what everyone was worried about, right? Everyone's worried about that big reveal, that big moment. What are we going to see? What are we going to see on screen? Oh my gosh. Trying to play into it best I can here. Hey, Jay NASA, how you doing? Hello. Hope the tell me if the background music is too loud or anything. Let me know. Hey, Riku Light, what's up? But I mean, yeah, okay. So while we're just hemming and hawing here, this 1 year anniversary on YouTube. So excited. I think on any other channel I'd been on, it was just like a quick little video saying like, oh yeah, 1 year, cool, thanks. Here's the next year. But things have changed. Things have changed just a tad. SMSDM, hello. Okay, cool. Music's good. Awesome. Well, now I'm going to be like every other potential VTuber and be like, oh no, I have to show myself on screen. I'm so scared. I'm so nervous. Oh no. Ah, my screen just went black. Wait, there we go. What just happened? Hold up. Oh my gosh. Hey, hold up here. There we go. I'm looking at chat on my phone just to see how things are going, and I'm like, nothing's happening on my end. Look at that, we have hair. Look at that. I'm blonde. Who'd have guessed? Oh man, this is harder than I thought this would be. And I'm literally just standing here or sitting here, whatever. Anyway. Well, blonde, yellow, whatever. It's all kind of the same, right? Oh man, well, I'm just gonna keep on going up here a little bit. Oh my gosh. Hello. Hi. Hello. Oh. Yoink. All right. Ah! Hi. Oh. Hello. How's it going, everybody? Oh, I'm already sweating right now. That's why you can see clear muscle definition under my shirt. I get what everyone's talking about now, man. We were like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. I'm so nervous. Oh. SMSDM, you were saying, how does the model go up and down? It tracks your head. It tracks me. It tracks me. I know for a lot of people with models, they're immediately like, oh, here's all the toggles that I have. Here's all this stuff. I don't quite know how to use all mine. But from what I'm seeing, it's very, it's tracking my face really well and all of that. So I'm just kind of sticking with that. I don't, yeah. As much time as I was able to spend trying to figure this thing out, it was not enough time. So I just thought, hey, we're just going to kind of go with it. Also, I hate the fact that I'm so short. Let's kind of, whoop. Yeah, let's do, okay, we'll just do that. We'll just make the mic smaller. Oh, sorry, I passed out for half a second. It's been a long week. Okay. Anyway, how's it going? I'm so excited I got this. I never thought I would get to a position like this. I didn't think I would ever want to get a model or anything like that. So it's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting. I thought I'd be doing a lot more hemming and hawing here. I wasn't even sure if I'd be like, oh, hey, we're celebrating 1 year on YouTube. Yay. Oh, wait, I have a special thing for you. And then I didn't know, what else to do to get us into this groove of me having a model. So I thought, well, I'll just jump into that. That'll just be the main thing here. So, yeah, if you'll give me half a moment, I would obviously very much like to shout out to everybody who helped with this. Let me see here. So, first of all, I guess I'll just start with the set pieces here. With all the set pieces and stuff, I basically did all this. It's nothing too crazy, because I mean, even with the model I got, all of this stuff could be very, very expensive. So I thought I'm just gonna kind of make it work in my own way. I do have like an introductory slide and stuff. That was something I also learned when I started all this, how to do any slides at all. So that was interesting. I don't know why I can't find the information I'm looking for right now. Holy moly. Why can I not find? Okay. Oh, that's fun. I didn't save that information. Why did I not do that? Okay. I was trying to look up who did my model here and shout them out and everything to you know. And my internet's being slow. What on earth is happening? Oh, jeez. Anyway, okay, cool. We found it. Oh my gosh. All right, so Hanmei B on Fiverr. Very, very good maker of models. They were super communicative during this whole process. So huge shout out to them for that. I don't, like I was saying, for some people who might not have been here before, I do have different models and toggles, but I don't know how those work. and I fiddled with them, and it feels like literally going with what I have right now follows my expressions a lot more than if I'm trying to do toggles on top of that. So there are a few toggles here and there, but like, let me see. I think one was, I think we got this. Maybe not. I'm looking at my computer to see how it turns out. Probably not. Yeah, I'm just gonna go turn it back to what it was right now. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Rambled on long enough about that. Let's get into. There we are. Oh my gosh, really? Oh man. I had a whole joke going about my mustache and that just got ruined. That just ruined it. Ah! Man, how much did you miss? Probably everything. Okay. All right. Hello. Okay. Do I even have. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. I had audio for that. I was thinking, gosh darn, if you haven't heard me this whole time, I'm going to be so sad. All right. Okay. All right. Let's just get through this thing here. Name. Hexasoul is the name. Hexasoul. One word. Coda. Okay. You could call me Hex. You could call me Soul. You could call me Hexa. I don't know why I put Heck. I don't like that. I literally made this like 2 months ago, so forgive me on that. As you can see, blonde and light. Yeah, that's light. Really light blue eyes. Literally how I'm looking at my screen right here. Maybe because of the colors of the mustache, it looks like my eyes are green. So I was going to be very sad. Yeah. 5'10", 165 pounds. And favorite music, if that hasn't been obvious up to this point, it's rap. Rap a little different than hip hop. You know, you can have rap over metal music, potato, potato, rap, hip hop, EDM, metal, that kind of thing. Those are my favorites. And favorite artists: Adam Young, Owl City, if you know that guy. Yeah, just one of those artists that's just incredible. And then in terms of rap, we got Kendrick Lamar, JID, Denzel Curry, Tyler the Creator, NF. There's a few other artists up there, of course, but I just wanted to. When I was writing this, I was just thinking my favorites. If I didn't explain this before, literally how I write stuff out is literally like this. This is just how I scribble things down. I cross things out, all this other stuff. If I'm not able to get to my phone and type things out, I normally have it all synced up with Google Docs and stuff for lyrics and what have you. Man, it looks really small on my screen, so I don't know if you can see that. Let's just get into that. Okay, likes. Writing, reading, of course, and not just reading my own stuff. Yes, books. Actually reading books. I just read The Court of Thorns and Roses, which is actually a lot better than I expected. You hear about a book like that, and it's pretty easy for people to think, oh, this is just high fantasy smut, but it actually wasn't. It was very, very, very entertaining. Some gaming. You guys have seen some of my gaming here. Some of this isn't new to some of you, if you've seen my channel. For some of you, though, I am new. I am a new person. Nobody knows who I am. So, yeah, listening to music, of course, anime, manga, that kind of thing. I have been just falling end over end, tripping and smashing my face against the concrete, trying to stay ahead of all the new anime coming out. I didn't even finish Dun Season 1, much less watch Season 2. There's just a lot of stuff I've been wanting to watch, and I just haven't had the time, so unfortunately. Anyway, more on that later. Dislikes. Let's just get into that. Bullies. Huge one. Obviously, on any space like this, let me scooch myself over here. On any online space, if you've been around long enough, you're going to have encountered them, and it's annoying. You know, people just need to spend their time doing something else, and it's frustrating to see that is, something that we keep on having to deal with over and over. Let me try something real quick with my background music. There we go. Okay. I just didn't want it to be all the way quiet. Sorry. Okay. What did I put here? I can't even read that. Oh, trolls. Yeah, well, I crossed out trolls because, that's what they all want, right? Everyone wants to get attention, and especially if that's the kind of person you are, anything's good attention, and, you acknowledge trolls, and that makes it worse, right? But whatever. It's frustrating. I don't like that. Interrupting. I know I do that a lot. That's why it irritates me. I hate it also when things interrupt. Like this whole stream, I am actually sweating right now. I am sweating through my shirt. I don't know if that was communicated before. Hello. YouTube just decided to ask me if I wanted a break. They couldn't confirm that I was an adult, by the way. That was pretty funny. Ninja HZ, hey. Well, sorry that you're not going to be around, but I appreciate your thoughts. I'm sure it'll go well. I already got through the frustration of starting. That's really all it was. Yeah. And anyway, and Riku, I appreciate me talking about stuff. You, me talking about things. Anyway, bad mixing. I hate bad mixing. I just had something mixed not long ago, and it was terrible, and I wasted money on that, and I thought, okay, I'm not going to work with this person anymore. I used to mix my own music way back when, almost a decade ago, because it was expensive, and sometimes one person's mix is another person's terrible mix. I had producers frequently go back and forth and be like, you really had this guy mix this? Like, seriously? And then sometimes I think a mix is really good, and then someone else says, no, it's terrible. And I'm like, I don't know what any of this means. So I just stick with one person who I really like, and that's just it. Terrible writing. We're moving into that. And that does kind of fall into what I was talking about with books. Also lyrics as well. And I say this because sometimes I write lyrics that I think are really impactful, but then to the next guy, none of it makes any sense. So, yeah. But with books too, it's so... Whether it's a book or a script or something, there's so many ways where we could make it really, we can make it really good. And it sometimes is so easy to tell that it's just terrible. So, yeah, I hate that. But, yeah. And in that same regard, right? Because it's like, sometimes you can tell when someone's writing that it's like, okay, the only thing you care about is this one scene. You don't really care to make everything leading up to it that good. And it's the same thing with really graphical games. Like, everyone's so worried about, the puddle animations have to look good. The reflections have to look good, or else I'm not paying $80 for this. And I'm like, wow, that's terrible, because then you get a nasty sandbox of a game that has nothing, but it sure looks good. And I never like that. Half of my favorite games are the most pixelated things ever. So, anyway, for content to expect on this channel, we are going to do some gaming. If you've been on this channel when I was in the flesh, I played StarCraft. I still play StarCraft. We're going to do some karaoke. We could do some karaoke today, if that's something you guys want to do. Oh, Cloris, hello. Thank you. Thank you for appreciating the mustache. I wanted to go, I literally just threw it on just now. I even missed the toggle to see if it could stick to my face. So we're learning as we're going, okay? By next stream, I will be a professional. So, yeah, karaoke. I might not do very well, but I like to sing. It's just normally, I don't know. It's like sometimes when I have to stream it, I don't know. I feel like last time I did karaoke, it was terrible. I don't know. Freestyles, this might be less frequent because unless you're really into rap, I know a lot of people might not be too interested in freestyles, especially if I do it with any regularity, because I'm not good at freestyles. I can write just fine, but when it comes to thinking on your feet, it's very hard to do. It's very easy for me to not be focused, and then it's just done. You've lost your flow. You've lost what you're doing. And then teaching. I know I gave myself this big important notice right here, right in the big arrow. Maybe, again, this might be something less interesting for some of you, but I do really want to try and encourage aspiring artists. I know how hard it was when I first started to try and make anything. And some of the very first people that I reached out to try and get some insight were very rude and not very helpful at all. And it almost floored me immediately and made me not want to write any more music. So, if I can alleviate that from anybody else, I would love to help with that. So, that's my thought. I think also it could be a good experience for me as well, just to work more on really knowing my own craft, if I'm able to teach it. You know what I mean? What did they say? You can't teach what you don't know, and you can't lead where you don't go. So, that was my thigh. I'm sorry. I don't know if that got picked up, but it's hot in this room, so I have shorts and thin shorts. Anyway, yeah. So that's kind of that. I really do appreciate any of you guys stopping in. This is really, I'd say that like the stream's over. It's not. I'm just saying. Yeah. I don't know if it's too early to try and do a hashtag thing or fan name or anything like that. I don't know how to do this. I'm just sitting here with my mustache. We do mustache ASMR. Wait. Hold on. Do you hear this? That's my mustache. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna divert course here real quick. Let me go back to where'd I go? There I am. Okay. Woo. All right. Cool. Yeah. So I don't know if like I said, I don't know if you guys would be too interested in like developing a hashtag or something like that, or a fan name or what have you. I came up with a kind of goofy looking couple emojis. I don't know if you guys can see those on my I fell over. Okay, sorry. I slumped over. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. I was trying to work on just some basic stuff. Even generated. I just generated it. I don't have it made all the way yet, but I just wanted to make a reference of a some type of creature thing to go along with this whole rapper thing. Oh yeah, I even forgot to say, I'm sorry. There's no, well, I guess I don't really have to do much of an intro here. This model doesn't have a lore or anything like that. I'm just a rapper. That's just how it is. But because of this whole aesthetic and everything, I love being able to lean into that a little bit. So I want to lean into it and have, some sort of caricature, all those kinds of things. I think that would be fun. So if that's something you guys would like, I can move ahead with that. But this is just the flagship thing. We are a boat that is able to float out into the water, mostly. There are buckets for bailing, but we are able to float. But there's not any like radio or aux cable or, ice chest. There's nothing fancy here. We're able to go from point A to point B right now. Yeah. So, let me get out of this real quick. And all right, well, Riku, thank you. Sorry that you weren't able to stay, but thank you for the anniversary wishes. Let me do something real quick. Let me go into... First of all, I forgot to mention this, because of course I did. I'm actually going to... my brain stopped working. Okay. As you guys might wonder, hey, you're just starting. Do you have a song? Do you have something prepared? I don't. I wanted to, and then I didn't because complications. That's all I'm going to say. But I do have, I don't know why I'm raising my finger. I'm literally raising my finger right now to point to you guys, but you cannot see it. So we're just not going to do that. I do have the ability to do something wow, my brain can't think right now. I can rap for you live right now if that's something you want to hear. Is that something you would like to hear? Let me know. That took way too long to try and explain. Okay. We'll see if this is too loud in the meantime. Hexlings, that works. I like that idea. That's fun. You guys give me your thoughts on... Sorry. I didn't have audio input set up. My bad. If you guys want to hear a rap, that would be great. Oh my god. Wow. My brain cannot think right now. Freaking dang. You know what? I'm just gonna get it situated, get it set up, and yeah, we're just gonna go from there. Okay? All right. We're just gonna do it. Like I was gonna take the mustache off. We're gonna do that. We're gonna take the mustache off. We're getting rid of the mustache. I'm sorry. We're gonna just and then I can't find anything. There we go. Okay. Man, it is so difficult to figure this out. My gosh. My hat goes off to every single person who does anything even remotely related to this avenue. I wouldn't have guessed. You know what? The mustache is staying on. No, it's not. I don't want to do that. We're gonna play this again while we're figuring this out. Because I swear. There we go. Okay. Okay. Gosh darn it. This is so difficult. No one ever told me it was going to be this difficult. Okay. Whew. There we go. All right. Just taking a deep breath, folks. We're just taking a deep breath. Then we're going to get into it. Here we go. All right. Let me tell you about my demons. There's loitering inside their toy ring. Wow. Okay. Hold up a second. There we go. First of all, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I choked on like everything. I was trying to, I really was trying to rap right there. I was trying to get into it, and then I just failed and choked on so much spit right there. Okay. I've taken half a moment. I also didn't see the screen change, so I was worried something happened with my setup, because of course it would happen. Okay, we're going back into this. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Let me tell you all about my demons. Inside their loitering, inside their tour ring, taking their time, taking everything. They go dormant when I encounter them. In my thoughts like smoke, they're fading. So I'm creating this anxiety that tears down like all my dreams. I'm not focusing, but wow. Creativity's dried up. Lifting my lips a chip cup. My feet submerged, I'm quite stuck. I can't handle my business. This was what I did for fun. But now I can't help but just delete everything again and again while thinking these voices are my friends, cause they got me believing that my time in the sun is gone. Even though these clouds are forming now, they're all my own creation. Like hot air rising, it's my voice. Seal my lips trapped in the noise. Frosty negative poised to make me freeze like I have a choice. But I don't have one, no. But I don't have one, no. I don't have one, no. I don't have a choice. Hey. Feeling abandoned. Don't have any traction. And I keep on asking. But their hands keep slapping my face till I'm scared to talk. Telling me the pain is what I've wrought. Nothing I've worked for will blossom. Like my whole being's playing possum. And that's awesome, but it's not. Just like Robin Williams, I just try to laugh it off. I wish I had a genie who'd make things seem easy. Like I'm a scientist in a lab always exploding. Now I'm seeing through the gloom a dozen of hands that reaching for me daily with love the size of a land mass. I panic, but I got faith that love is built to last. It's been days since I felt safe with anything in my grasp. Hey, creativity's dried up. Lift to my lips a chip cup. My feet submerged, I'm quite stuck. I can't handle my business, this is what I did for fun. Sometimes it's relaxing, I don't know what could be done, but the sun came out to see me. Yeah, that's so awesome. No, it's not. Like Robin Williams, I try to laugh it off, but somehow it's better. How? Guessing to let it out. Maybe that makes the dam burst somehow, hey. Okay. Man alive, folks. I don't think I've ever stumbled harder doing anything musical related. My gosh. Holy smokes. All right, well, for those couple of you who are still in this, thank you for hearing me out. My goodness. My original thought was, right, that since this is essentially my background audio, I hope you like the beat. This is something I was really excited to showcase to you guys. But yeah, yeah, I just can't stop feeling ashamed for that horrible, awful first impression. I know there's a lot of y'all people that'd be like, really? This guy's a rapper? Seriously? This is the one y'all watch? Seriously? Rapper reacts? Are you kidding me? It's true though. It's true. I'm trying to articulate that as much as I can. But anyway, yeah, so the idea originally was, and this kind of goes into that teaching bit that I talked about with my introduction. If you guys want to write music, right, and you want a beat, you know, something like that, I can send you this beat. If you join the Discord, I think just because Discord would be an easier way to get to it, then I could just send you the beat and then you can download it. And if you're interested, I would love to do like some listening party where we can check out the music. Believe me, like I said, if you check out, or if you heard me with what I was saying before, I've been doing music for a while, long before this channel. Some of you guys don't even know about my previous channel. But I made a lot of music, and I know what it's like to be so stressed when you first start. Heck, I'm still stressed. That's why I was stressing just now. But so I want this to be a space. If you want to sing or rap or something like that, I want to help. But I don't know how many of you would be interested in that. But if you would, I can definitely send you guys the beat, and you can do your thing with it. Yeah, it's literally just my background track right now. So. Okay, well, you thought my first impression was good. I appreciate that. Killcode 999. I appreciate that. Yeah. I really, man, I just thought I'd do a lot better. On another note, actually, since I feel like I'm kind of shaking off the dust just a little bit, I actually have another song. I ended up not recording it because well, I actually did record it, but then I didn't like it. I want to do the lyrics differently, but I do have a song that I could run by you guys. It's an unfinished version, but if you guys want that, I can show you that. This is also just my redemption arc, and also letting you guys have a little taste on something I'm working on. I didn't think I'd be saying so much, but here we are, just saying all over the place. I just wanted to show you guys this. This is something I was working on. Let me just make sure I get this. So, like I said, again, this is a work in progress. How this is going to sound in the end is going to be written a little bit differently. But this is a little bit of what I'm working on right now. I'm working on an album, so. I'm terrible when I try to say all of the things inside my brain, but I'm gonna keep on trying. But I'm gonna keep on trying. I don't even try to write words anymore. They just get all jumbled, it hurts like before. Before, when I didn't have any cognitive ability to articulate how you make me quake with beauty. Not just a diamond in the rough, but a diamond everywhere you go. Sparkles make me tear up, yo. I got no ego, you make me fall apart. Wish I could speak though. Maybe it's just my brain, but it's high octane ramblings. You got things happening that won't go away. So I'm a lyrical, spiritual miracle mess every day. And I detest that speaking from the heart rips the page. I got in trouble once for being honest, so I just swallow all that dribble, put it back in my pocket. I double dribble when it's off the rim, fumble every alley-oop. I hope you're understanding, hey. You make the flowers jealous. They're just wilting from your wellness. They're gonna snap their thin stems, you're a thick gem. They can't comprehend your confidence. You make the flowers jealous. They're just wilting from your wellness. They're gonna snap those thin stems, you're a thick gem. They just can't handle your presence. I keep on trying. I keep on trying. Wish I was hiding. I keep on trying. I don't want to ruin art, but I'm curious. Open up my mouth and sound delirious. Noise pollution, nonsense I vomit. Get it all over your canvas. My promise is to never ever lie to you. I won't say, well, to tell you the truth. You should always know that, have assurance. Though that sets me up for feeling really nervous, eh? The surface is so comfortable. Getting caught in the undertow. If I ever poke my head down and take a look below. But your smile's beautiful, shining in the dimmed lights. So I'm gonna keep on walking and finish this fight. You make the flowers jealous. They're just wilting from your wellness. They're gonna snap those thin stems, you're a thick gem. They can't comprehend your confidence. You make the flowers jealous. They're just wilting from your wellness. They're gonna snap those thin stems, you're a thick gem. They just can't handle your presence. Hey. Well, I hope I wasn't slumped over this whole time. I'm looking over at myself thinking, oh no, I really did slump over. There we go. Oh. Well, I hope we could hear that. That would be super embarrassing if for some reason none of my audio worked. But that's just a single. Yeah. Now I feel like I'm going to throw up. That's fun. But it's not. We're going to just go right back to that. Yeah, this was, I was working to try and get an original song to you guys, but I was all over the place with what I wanted to do. Some of you don't know my previous work, but I used to write a lot of narrative rap songs. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop like leaning way over. There we go. Okay, I gotta like put a line where I can't move my head past, because this is, yeah. Anyway, I was working on some music, and then the person who was working on it, they didn't get it done. They didn't get the instrumentals done until yesterday. So I wouldn't have been able to write it and produce it, or get it produced and everything and have it ready for you guys to any capacity. But also, it's because I've just been all over the place creatively, and not in a good way. Just like I didn't know what I was going to be doing. On this channel, I've put out a single, I've put out an EP. It's all kind of been a little different. I've been trying to find a style to just stick with. I used to put out so much music a few years back, and now I just don't very much because, I feel like I did all that to figure out that I actually know how to rap and what I like to do. And then the other part is I don't want to put out anything that's not like good, you know? I know that might not make sense to some people, but that's kind of where I'm at. So I was just so overthinking everything. I was like, I don't know. This could be good, but it might be terrible. I don't want to do anything then. So I was stuck on that. Yeah, that slump was absolutely intentional. Yeah. Anyway. It is what it is, brother. Yeah, so that sort of style, that sort of boom bap style, it was not what I was expecting, but it was cool to see because really the production behind it was supposed to be so different. I was originally going to do like lo-fi. I originally worked with this group called Underwood Beats. I actually found them on Fiverr. Really, really good group. So I had this idea with Underwood Beats to do like lo-fi, and then I sent them some lo-fi stuff, and then they came back with like boom bap, like really good stuff. So I sat there like, okay, well I can do this then. I think I'll do this. Anyway, I don't know if I feel like I'll just reiterate this because I don't know if it got out there clearly, but if you guys are interested in trying to learn to rap or anything like that, I can send you guys this beat, this background music that I have right here, and you guys can rap over it however you want to do it, and then we can do a listening party. No judgment, nothing like that. I only give positive feedback. That's the only thing I do. And I want to shout out to the guy who did that, who made the beat, Godjek. These are all folks I found on Fiverr. Really, really good quality stuff if you know what you're looking for. So it was Godjek for this background instrumental. And then for that beat, the boom bap beat, and the ones that I'm going to be working on is through Underwood Beats. And then again, because I feel like I really fricked it up before, the model here was made by, oh my goodness, by Hanma, Hanmayb, again on Fiverr. Really, really cool person. Really, really love what they did. This was super fun. And other than that, I made everything else myself, including the logo. I fiddled around with a bunch of stuff with Adobe to make the logo. I took some free to use like fonts and stuff and just messed around with them. There's a lot of really cool tutorials on YouTube that sort of gave me what I was looking for with the logo. So I'm very happy with it. I like it. So anyway, yeah, glad you like Blue Widow. Oh my gosh, I gotta put my friggin' I gotta put my phone up somewhere else because that's how I can read chat as we're going here. Leon Lion Noel, thank you very much for the words of encouragement on the model and the 1 year wishes. So so now here's the other thing, folks, because I was just thinking, I had a lot of stuff planned for this first year deal. I can just jump into it. There's going to be some like live reaction stuff I was doing. And you know what? I'm actually just going to do that. I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to jump into some live reactions here real quick. Just going to close that out. Okay. Sorry, I'm going into my Discord because there are folks who send me a bunch of stuff for this year anniversary to react to. So I'm very excited to hop onto that. Let me see here. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. Gosh. You know what? I feel like literally this is as painful as introducing yourself to a new school, and you're like 10 and you don't know anyone and you're scared and you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? And then as soon as the introduction's done, you can integrate yourself into the rest of the world and it's not creepy anymore. Anyway, though, we are going to do some reactions here. So this first one is actually going to be an image here. If I can just yoink. Bop. I'm going to go over here. And then I am going to go, whoop. I'm going to get that mic out of the way. Yoink. We're going to go over here. Okay, cool. Great. Well, Jay NASA, thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate that. Get some sleep. Get some sleep, man. You know, just because it's Saturday doesn't mean that we can just do whatever. We got some of us got church tomorrow. You got to go to church. I am going to be working tomorrow, so I will not be going to the house of the Lord. I'll be going to the house of pancakes. After work. Oh man. Sorry. Anyway, let's go to Discord. All right, so this was the very first thing we put out. I saw this a little bit ago and thought it was interesting because especially everyone posted what they thought it should be, where they would want to sit in the comments. So I am excited to look at that. I'm also amazed at how low the latency is on, or whatever it is, how low the latency is on this stream compared to where I am right now. I feel like I'm 10 seconds ahead of what I'm seeing on screen right now. It'd be really funny if new students had to give a PowerPoint presentation about their lore and performed an original song or cover. New students of what? Like, and their lore and stuff? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I'm sorry. That took my brain, like, way too long to figure that out. Ha! That would be funny. My lore was I was born from my mother and father. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see this very well, but the idea is 10-hour flight. Pick your seat. What seat are you going to choose? We have Muna, and then you're sitting in the middle, and then Pekora on the right. And then over here we have, I forgot her name, but she is from the ID branch. And then you sit between her, and then Iris is on the window seat. And then we have Narissa. You're sitting between her and I think that's Shiori. Yeah, Shiori. Please, don't everybody fight for seat 3 over there. And then on the right, we have 4. And then we're sitting next to Flair and Ina. And then at 5, we're sitting at the window. We got the window seat here. But we have Mori and Kiara. I feel like immediately that would make it impossible for you to leave and go to the bathroom. You have to step over that nonsense. Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay. Rabid Mutt. Yeah, what a name, Rabid Mutt. You just said it. You just outed yourself. But of course, you're like 3. It's going to be 3. Oh my gosh. 4? I totally respect 4. I feel like I would rather probably do 4. A window seat seems great until you have to pee. Then it's just like, oh, now I really have to inconvenience the next person. What in the heck is going on here? Syraxis Fox. Yo! I got an Akasupa! Are you kidding me? What the... Oh my gosh! Yo! You've been lurking since my last channel, since Roar the Rapper. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, man. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be staring at that the rest of... Oh my gosh. Oh no! I turned my phone off! Oh, no! Okay, there we go. Yo, I don't. Come on, man. Now that you know what, okay, I gotta focus. I just don't know how after all this. Dude, that is so, bro. Don't make me cry. I think I have a cry toggle in here somewhere, man. Dude. Okay. Oh man, like for real, you didn't have to do that. You really didn't. That's Oh, and now you're gonna just run off to work, dude. I hope you go to work. You just blew out your money over here. Come on, go work for some more, man. Come on, dude. I hope you have a great day at work, though, man. Thank you so much, though, man. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for Sorix Fox. Let's do clapping in the chat. Clapping in the chat, man. Exactly. SMSDM comes in with the ACA, drops the mic, and dips. Sheesh. Man. Oh, my sound's on the left? Are you kidding me, man? I know what that means. I don't think I can fix it right now. I know exactly what that means, though. I'm so sorry. Okay. That is true. Most Chads do that. All right, well, clap it up for Sorix's Fox. Okay. Now, back to planes. Got 5 over here. We got Mori and Kiara. And then we have, oh my gosh, I totally forgot her name. But, oh geez. I forgot both of these ladies' names over here. And then you got the window seat on 6. All right. I think you can. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think you can comment with like just emojis on your phone. If you're on your phone, you can just type in like the emoji for it. I think that's my assumption anyway. Okay, so then, well then here's where I'm a little bit concerned here. We're going into 7, right? We got Mother House Show Marine over here next to this little baby who has her own seat. So then, yeah, you are in the lane seat, but you're going to be next to this baby all stream. Like, is that really... Zeta, that's right, frickin' Zeta. And Rarika, I didn't know Rarika's name, so... Zeta, though, thank you so much. It was right on the tip of my tongue. I thought Z, but I didn't know her name, so Zeta. Oh, gosh, there we go. Okay, but then, we got 7 over here. And then here, 8, we're right in between Fuamoko. What do you think? We're right in between Fuamoko. 9, we got Ollie and Yofi. But we're on the window seat at 9. 10, we're between Bae and I just watched her song right now. What was her name? Oh my gosh. Oh, man. Oh, you're on PC. Well, there's nothing I can do then. I'm sorry. Anyway, I totally forgot her name in 10. Gosh darn it. So then 11, we're in between Korone and Fubuki. 12, we're on the lane seat, but then we have next to us is Bibu, and then next to her is Kayla. So then 13, we just have 4 more options here. We have 13, we're in window seat, but then we're next to Risu and Kanata. And then lane seat, we're next to 14. We're next to Rora, and then at the window, probably nervously looking at the ground, is Crony. And then lane seat 15, we're next to Gigi and Cece. And then 16, hold your applause, folks, but we are stuck right in between Herb and, oh my gosh. Holy smokes, why can I not think of her name? She's the peacock. She's in Hololive ID. Oh my lord. Oh my gosh, my brain's not working right now. Why is it not working? No, I cannot think of her name. Yeah, and Hajime, that's her name. Hajime, next to Bae. Oh my gosh, I'm going to scream. I'm not going to look at the chat because it's going to hurt me if she's my favorite in ID. I just totally forgot her name right now. Gosh dang it. Rainy! Fucking God dang it. Okay. All right. Anyway, this isn't about me. This is about what everyone else says. So we have a variety of choices here. We have 8, we have 7, we have 12, we have 15, 16, 9. 2 people for 9. We have 5, 7, 8, 12, 15, 16. Another 15, actually. And what'd they say? 11 is just death. What are we thinking here? I mean, between Korone and Fubuki, that could be. But we had, what did we have? We had, let me see. So we had 8, 7, 12, 15, 16. 8, 7, 12, 15, 16. Man, everyone is all over the place. 8, 7, 12, 15, 16. I mean, I'd probably, like, in all logistics, if I'm actually taking a flight, I would go 7, 12, maybe 15. Probably go with 14, I feel, because I feel like Rora would just kind of be chill. You know, maybe purr, but that's about it. Yeah. I think the only instance, or actually, I'd probably go 4. I'd go with 4. But then I'd be worried that Shiori would be staring at me menacingly. I would be worried how closely I would be within arm and knife reach if I had to go to the bathroom. So I'm stuck. I'd feel like I'm stuck at 4. You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't do any of the middle seats. I'm just saying. Even between Fuamoko, I'm just saying. And then, well, actually, you know what? 10 would be super chill, I think. You're absolutely right. 10 would be chill. She needs a hug. Probably. Yeah, my only thought is, you know, you get a shot like 5, right? If for any reason Mori and Kiara are bickering back and forth, well, then you can't leave. You're stuck then. You are stuck in essentially a cubicle. That's my thought. Okay, I just realized the background audio is off. I'm sorry. Do you guys, okay, I might as well get this out here. Do you guys want background music on, or are you chill with it being quiet? And what I was going to say before stopping was that the only middle seat I would take would be 16 over here. I just got to say. Rainy and Herb. That'd be fun. Anyway. Gigi and CC would only be fun because you have the row seat, and because CC is blocking you from Gigi. I think that would be great. Oh. Anyway. Now, to go off from there.
Okay, here's one. What?
Okay, so this is some knock jokes from Neuro, apparently.
Okay, here's one.
Okay.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the idiot's house. Knock, knock. Who's there?
She caught it way too late. She caught it. She was not following it at all.
The chicken. Good one, right? I'm back.
Spin. Oh my gosh, that was funny. That was a great start. That was hilarious. I love that. Cool. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, wait. Oh, Riku. Let's see what they said. They mentioned this. The choice would be 9. I'll admit, because I'm surrounded by the most... Okay. The most beautiful members of Hololive, and I think it'd be hysterical. Plus, I'd be next to 2 who could translate for those in front and behind. I also... I want to ask a lot of general stuff as well as joke around. They've been there for a long time, and I want insight in how things look when they join. So let's see. That was 9. Let's see. Seat 9. You know what? That is fair, though. That is fair. Really, Ollie and Yofi have been around for so long. I think it would be dope to just be like, yes, no one knows. Hello. Hello, no one knows. It is I. Yeah, I know. Kill code. I guess apparently my audio is fricked out of one side. I know how to fix that, but it's going to take a few minutes at least. So we're going to just chalk this up to beginner's scuff and then we'll fix it later, okay? I'm so sorry. I thought about that just the other day when I was rehearsing this kind of thing, and man, I thought about it and I was like, nah, it's fine. So anyway, I think it's totally fair with what they were saying. This commenter was looking at 9 and saying, I think 9 would be the best because, the people to the right, we got Hajime and Bay here being able to translate what is being said with Marine and, oh my gosh, with Marine and, why can't I think of her name? I can't think of anyone's name right now. This lady, the water lady, her, and then these two behind us, Fubuki and Korone. So yeah, these two over in 10 would be able to translate what's going on in 7 and 11, which would be great. And then also just talking to them, just asking them like, hey, you've been around for a while. What's the scene been like? I think that's really cool. Kobo, God, freaking, ow, okay, ow, that actually freaking hurt, ow. I meant to hit the arm of my chair and I hit like the very edge of it with the very edge of my wrist. So my hand is numb right now. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just like, it really freaking hurt right now. Okay. All right. Going back. Bay couldn't believe that she was actually in the official Superman. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's so cool. And also especially since from what I saw, dude, I am a Christopher Reeves fanatic. Superman, the old 91 Superman, Christopher Reeves, very first Superman related thing I ever saw. And I read a little book about Superman. It was like a comic, but an actual book. I remember loving it because it was about this guy just doing household chores and stuff and being a friend and all these things. So then I watched Christopher Reeve's Superman and it was so awesome. Christopher Reeves was my first celebrity crush I ever had, dude. And then freaking I see this, the new Superman movie, and hearing that theme hit with freaking John Williams, I cried. I know, big surprise, right? Big surprise, I cried. But I did, man. It just was powerful. It felt like it was all coming back into place. Because I saw Justice League. I saw Batman v Superman. It didn't feel like soup, It really didn't feel like him. It felt like something was really missing. So, to be real, I felt like it just was such a return to form. And everything I saw from this, especially with him taking pictures with kids on set and stuff and all these things, like it was so fun to see. He really is a hero, like a hero type. You know what I mean? I'm so excited to watch the new movie. I haven't been able to yet, but anyway, we got to get back onto this. This is Bay being on apparently the official Superman movie ad. Let's just jump into that.
Thank you, guys. I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat lunch.
Me too. I just got off work and I'm starving.
For today.
Anyone else streaming at the moment? We haven't talked about your Superman video. Oh yeah, my Superman video. Bruh.
Hello. Hey everyone, we're in Manila in the Philippines.
Oh, no way! That's so cool! So if you didn't see, right there. So here we got people on set. Everyone's dressed as Superman, but someone's holding Bay right there. Holy smokes! Yo! That's so cool, man. Dude. I love the slowdown. I love doing that stuff. That's fun.
I think I saw someone in chat.
I
that
saw-
the actual
I saw
thing.
it.
You guys were joking.
I thought you were joking.
Superman trailer, and then there was like a rat that ran across the road, and they're like, "Oh my god, Bay, you're in the Superman trailer." No! Oh my god! That was wild to see. That's
I must know. Brat, identify yourself. Oh, for someone who said they were thinking a great fan name would be Hexlings, that sounds totally fine to me. I love that idea. You guys let me know in chat if that is of interest to you.
that was actually crazy to see. You guys are amazing. She's everywhere.
That's cool.
Small Bay is everywhere. Pretty cool.
That's so cool, though.
Thank
I love that.
Bay.
You know what? So here's a funny thing too. Effidel, I want to get that name right. So the crazy thing for Effidel here, you know that someone actually told Bay that on her wedding, during not their first dance or anything, or when they're walking down the aisle, but during some of the dancing stuff, right? During the reception, they were actually going to do Play Dice. They were going to play Bay's song Play Dice. And Bay said, ain't no way you're going to do that. And then she actually posted video. No one knew what was going on and it was just a little snippet of her kind of dancing quickly when it goes, no cage can stop this ride. No cage can stop this ride. But it was literally playing that song Play Dice at her wedding. And Bay was like, what the heck? So it's so cool. I love it. Hexes is another good idea. We could check that out. Because here's the thing. Sorry, I forgot to mention this. Gosh, I was all over the place here. Hexasoul, it has nothing to do with souls necessarily. It literally came from an idea of like computers and stuff, and kind of ghost in the computer, ghost in the machine type stuff. So this idea of like an ethereal concept related to technology. And Hexasoul was just kind of something I thought up. So hexes, while it doesn't have anything related to like witchcraft or anything like that, yeah, that's totally, it's totally a great plural abbreviation that we can make if you guys want. So
Has infiltrated everywhere.
Everywhere. Everywhere.
Collab when International Rat.
Sorry, I forgot to say, because someone said Ghost in the Shell. One of my favorite anime of all time, and literally, like, one of my favorite soundtracks is literally the, I don't know if it's in the opener for Ghost in the Shell, but there was this great little, when I was listening to a lot of anime music years and years ago, I heard this great bassy track that was related to Ghost in the Shell, and oh my gosh. Before I ever wrote music, I wanted to transpose things on the piano. So like I literally tried to I literally just play the melody on my right hand and then play chords on the left hand. That's how I would quote transpose. I did that for Diary of Jane by Breaking Benjamin. And I would try and like sing along with it and stuff. But it was, I had to transpose or try and transpose that song. I'll try and see if I can find it. I'll post it in the community tab if I find it. But it was such a good song, and it had such a great like flow to it. It wasn't crazy and glitchy and eye-catching and stuff. It had like a earnestness to it, but then it felt dark. So anyway, I'm just friggin'.
Thank you. That was really cool to see.
That's fun.
And I just love like it was just the single hand raised in the air.
Yoink.
She was just looking over all of the Superman cosplayers who was like, yes, Rat is here. So thank you, everyone.
That's fun. Oh no, now I cry. Now I cry. See that at the bottom right? Bay and Mume. I'm glad Mume's back though. If you guys don't know, she is back. Okay. Ooh, okay, so we got to get through this. I'm taking forever and ever and ever. Nyan versus Aethel rap battle rematch. You know what? Again, just like how I still think about Just like how I still think about freaking oh my gosh, what was I trying to think of? I can't remember. Play dice being a thing that was played at someone's wedding. I still think about a remix or a rap that Aethel did, and all I remember is his model kind of hopping around, and he was calling someone a poopy head. That's the only thing I remember, but it plays in my head every 4 to 6 months or so. You poopy head. Just okay. Anyway, so this is, I guess, husband-wife rap battle. Hey, someone said in the chat over here, I just saw 8-Bit Bear, poo-poo head. Yeah, poo-poo head. Okay, let's see what they bring. 15 minutes. God, I gotta get going.
If I like, what if I bite my lip or something, or like my tongue while I'm trying to rap?
Just keep going.
Get better. Be a better rapper.
Well, when I get nervous, like there's so many people watching, and if I mess up, they're gonna be like, oh, epic fail, epic fail. Can I like start over? Can I be like, oh, cut?
Holy shit, man. I mean, Jesus Christ. How bad do you want to be in a rap game?
I can feel the vomit on my sweater already. I'm 8 Mile. I'm M&M's.
Did he say? I thought you said slider, not sweater. I could feel the vomit on my sweater already. Mom spaghetti. Yeah. I mean, you know, you gotta make a mockery of things and then climb out of it. I mean, even in 8 Mile, he didn't make it at first. The nerves got him. It's a human thing. You know, I think even in rap, there is this idea that you have to do everything perfect. But for anyone who actually knows rap at all, as much as it is embarrassing, of course, we live in a culture of like, you got to do everything perfect. It's definitely, human to just kind of struggle for a second and then get back on your feet. So.
Local B, I go acapella. You ready?
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
I just listened to the video on the...
Yeah, I'm streaming it in Discord. You ready?
I'm not ready yet. Let me like hear it first.
Okay.
Yo! Okay, hold up. Shout out to the person who figured it out. Okay, it was Inner Universe by Orega. That's what it is. Oh my gosh, check out Orega. It says in the comments there. Dude, that's dope. Okay, anyway.
Okay, I hear it. How
Ooh, 007 remix? Okay.
audio level?
I think it sounds okay. How's it sound, guys?
How's it sound? I'm gonna bite myself and turn into a titan.
Oh, I also forgot. Nyan did an incredible cover of Snake Eater or Snake Biter, something like that. Snake Eater, I think. Like, I had no idea she was that talented. But her cover of that song from the Solid Snake series, oh my gosh. Absolutely incredible. If you guys haven't heard that, you need to do it. You need to check it out.
They said it sounds perfect. Okay, we can start it from the top. You ready? Bro, you do. Yeah, I mean, you don't have good bars, but you have decent. You're good at other stuff, so I'm sure that you can take the skills from other stuff into this right now.
I guess so. My palms are sweaty. No, I can do this. I have to defeat the evil. I have to prove myself. I have to win the respect of all my followers.
Okay.
I can prove it.
All right. Let's see what you got. I got faith.
Let's do it.
Wait, my Aethel is the rudest, sicker than my mucus, turning on a bitch like motherfucker Judas. He got
Ooh.
adventures 'cause man, that rap was toothless. Damn, this dude's so clueless. Didn't wanna do this.
Hey.
Head this, doo-doo head that. Better think before you fuck with this shitty pink cat.
Hey.
Some hot shot, a mover, and a shaker. You're not just a baby, bitch. You're the whole ass daycare. Rugrats looking ass, what's the matter? Are you scared? Go cry to your castle, bitch, and see if they care. Your castle's on some Lego shit. Mine's a Minecraft mega build. Flow is weak, dry as hell. Does your water need a refill? Garrison your units, bitch. I'm about to go medieval. Being gay, planted trees, you make a whole fucking forest. I see you when I'm driving in my Prius, I'ma floor it. You smoked your last bean, it's time to say your goodbyes. Your life like a black and white.
Okay. I'm hearing what's going on here. I think either there was one line that wasn't included, so then she started on the offbeat on a whole different line. So now I'm listening to the beat and she's not ending where I would expect those 4 lines to be. So either she didn't finish a line or she started a different rhyme from the 3rd or from the 4th line to the 1st line. So then she sounds off right here. I think she got either ahead of herself or maybe when she was writing, she rhymed one line ahead of where she should have been. That's just my thought anyway. Yeah, let's just check that out. I'm curious.
Being gay, planted trees, you make a whole fucking forest.
Okay, wait.
Minecraft mega build. Flow is weak, dry as Rugrats looking ass. What's the matter? Are you scared? Go fly to your castle, bitch, and see if they care. Your castle's on some Lego shit. Mine's a Minecraft mega build. Flow is weak, dry as hell. Does your water need a refill? Garrison your units, bitch. I'm about to go medieval. Being gay, planted trees, you make a whole fucking forest.
Yeah, so medieval. She should have rhymed something with medieval before going to forest, but now she just jumped into forest. You know, made a whole forest, and I'm in this whip, this car, and I'm gonna floor it. So great rhyming, great internal rhyme schemes, great multisyllabic rhyming there at the end. But there's a little bit of I think she just missed one line before, you know, to go with medieval.
I'ma floor it. You smoked your last bean, it's time to say your goodbyes. Your life like a black and white movie when it flashed before your eyes.
Hey.
If you want a swag, you're just fucking Masani.
I think also, you know, obviously she's nervous and everything, but I think, you know, you can tell. I know her voice is normally very light, and very soft and everything, but it can sound even lighter when you're trying to tiptoe on rapping on timing. You know, it can be hard. So.
Masani, but you think it's all back into it. Make it roll like Niagara, make it good.
Bro, you have it. You have it. You had it. You had it.
She did so good.
Here, you want it? Let me go back a little bit. Let me go back. I got you.
I got it.
All right, go.
I got it. I bit my tongue. Am I ready? Are we ready?
Hit it, bruv.
I got that Fiji water swag, you just fucking Dasani. But you didn't think I'd holler back at your ass like Stefani. Float like Niagara, I make a girl Kuma tsunami. When I'm done with you, they won't recognize the body. Hope your dental record's up to date, you're gonna need it.
Hey.
Gonna grind you up to chili, make your whole family eat it.
Hey.
Kidding, bro, that was a little too edgy. Your hands are so small, even a Q-tip is too heavy. Oh, you think you're so cool cause you smoke and eat weed? Well, I'm above the influence, and I know how to read. The only letters you can name are T, H, and C. You're just a little hair, try to best me, you'll regret it. I'm a gold medalist, the only gold you get's on Reddit. Yeah.
Okay. And then right there at the end, she did kind of rush the line of like going from rabbit to gold and then Reddit. So that was a little bit ahead, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything contextually about this. She did good. She did good. I think definitely, you know, first of all, what I would say in this context is you absolutely have ability. Don't even have to worry about that. I wouldn't even worry about having to do, you know, skirt or like ad libs or anything like that. You can do that later. You can get that mixed in later. I normally try not to go with ad libs on any of my music. I'm not that kind of rapper anyway. Yeah, I think absolutely she has. I think there was definitely a point where the charisma came in a little bit more. She sounded a little more confident. That will always get better the more you practice, right? So with that said, my suggestion would be keep practicing, because then she's just going to naturally sound more, you know, ready. You know, whenever she's doing it, she'll sound more together. Yeah, and then if she wants to add anything after that, she could do all that stuff. But I think that was really solid.
That was honestly fire. See, I knew you could do it, bro.
It took her an hour to make that. Okay. Hey, good on her. Good on her for doing that.
God. That was amazing. I'm honestly shocked. I'm losing to that.
However, however, sweetheart, I do have something.
We'll let the people decide.
People will decide.
Because
The
unfortunately,
honor will be mine.
I have to clap back.
And that's not fair, though, man. It's like when someone steps up to Eminem first, you know, you have to, first of all, show us that you can actually be a good rapper. And then you also have to actually best Eminem. So, man, yeah, like someone said, I respect that. But now I gotta clap back.
Now, I know you're just using some YouTube fucking golden eye beats.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So I had to go and make my own.
Oh, come on. You can't be going straight out the gate, disrespecting from the bottom up, being like, oh, first of all, by the way, you haven't even started rapping and you're already insulting. Come on, man.
Fair. You made your own.
There's no rules in war.
Yeah, like,
That's
everyone
true.
has cred.
That's true. That's true. You get the street cred.
I'll stream it in Discord so you can hear it too.
I'm scared.
Ready, little fella?
Please don't slaughter me.
It's been nice knowing you.
No, you guys, believe in me.
Oh,
It's better.
Pink pussycat, about to meet my fucking cat. I can take you in the streets or I can kill you while you're not.
You still did 007.
On the stage, I put your ass up in the back. One little, two little pussy, you got 9 lives. Boosted in my Chevy, I can show you how my dogs ride. You a faker, a joker, a fucking wussy. You can call me BB Cooper, cause bitch, you ain't never touched me. Dirty bitch, a house plant, never water, let 'em wilt. You ain't no kitty cat, you'll kill yourself by drinking milk. Garfield just called, he said he wants his swagger back. Reddit just called, they said they want old Yana's back. I'ma do this blindfolded, bitch. It ain't hard to beat you. And this fucking rapper start hanging out with Lily Peach. I can put you in the meta, I'm better, you cheddar, bitch. I'm fed up. By the time you get up, I'm fed up. So try to keep your head up. I'm playing rocket launchers, bitch. You playing slappers on the hips. I think the cards are broke, so you can come and try and blow me. I'm coming quick, I got the KDR to make it dip. I give you ass the sticks, but we don't even keep it plugged in. Poo-poo head, poo-poo head.
Oh no, it's back. She's already dead. Stop, my lord. I was gonna say, don't do a third chorus.
That was unfair. You can't just. I did mine live.
It's-
Wait, you can't just make fun of someone who has ADHD.
oh.
You were never even diagnosed.
Oh. Even at the end, you dropped the beat. Hey, cut the beat. You weren't even diagnosed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That's some Mayo Clinic, Mayo Clinic WebMD shit.
Oh, jeez.
That's some,
That's that WebMD degree.
I'll admit yours was good too. Like I'm honestly shocked.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
mine live. And I didn't resort to like cheap tricks by making my own beat and like
That's not a
recording
cheap
it and adding
trick.
effects and everything.
That is funny that it just so happens that he used the same sort of 007 feel for his beat. That was really funny. I love that. I think this is pretty like, well, let's see if there's a round 2 here.
Effects and stuff, and I was under the impression that we were gonna do this live.
What? No, you had all day.
Okay, we're doing it.
You had all day.
All day.
You had a whole hour to write that.
7 hours into that.
I woke up at 2 p.m. and then I had to do a charity stream for like 5 hours.
That's your fault for being kind. Baby. You like it.
that's your fault for being kind. You missed out. Yeah, that's so interesting, taking, a certain amount of time to write something. That's really like, it's so funny because some of my favorite songs literally flowed out of me to the point where it felt like it was 15 minutes max that it took to write a whole song, double check it, make sure it sounds nice, etc. And then there's sometimes, man, especially like Blue Widow took me a while to write, and then the EP I took, the Purple Queen EP, that only took me a couple days because as soon as I heard the beats, it just made it a lot easier for me to write. Plus, it had been months. I felt like I was lyrically constipated to the point where I just didn't know what to do. And then I finally got the beats, because that was the other thing. I didn't have the beats ready to listen to. Normally when I listen to beats, it's pretty easy for me to think of something. So then I had those beats, and boom, it was easy to write. But still, it's funny though. It took an hour, 7 hours.
But it's a truce now.
I'm cool with calling it truce at this point. Honestly, I was shocked. Yours was really good, and I'll call it truce for now.
Real. Yours was like produced and like polished and like soulless. Mine had soul.
Yours had something. It was kind of like when you have like a hair in your soup, and it's like, oh, that shouldn't be in there. Where the hell? What kind of restaurant is this? Let's check the poll. Let's see who.
Ooh, that was close. That's actually pretty close.
Not fair. You put yourself on the poll like 4
Oh, I didn't see that.
That's split all the vote.
The poll. I didn't make
You're like fucking Bernie Sanders right now.
Hey, to bring
What
him
have you
into this.
done?
Okay,
It was close.
okay, let's see if there's a round 2. Wait.
You pussycat.
Even with my best, it wasn't enough. I guess I'm just not cut out for the rap game.
I was surprised. I was really surprised.
Okay, I think that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to look at for that. Let's see what this next one is. Ooh, okay, we got a cover. Let's see. Originals by Living Tombstone. Nice. I literally checked on Tombstone just the other day because, I mean, all his music from Five Nights at Freddy's has just been, it's literally transcended anything people have made online. Like, it really is one of the OG things, OG songs out there. And he still makes music, which I was so happy about. I thought for sure he just wasn't doing it anymore or something. Huh. Interesting. 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 I'm going to have to listen to that later. I do want to get through some more stuff here. Oh, and then Midas. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to try not to laugh at this one. How about that? Let's make this a little bit tougher here. Okay. Okay, sorry. I know I just chuckled. Ollie and Mary can't stop laughing every time Kobo tries to talk with her underwater voice. All right, so if you hear a little, that's not a laugh. Okay, and I'm keeping the mic on, so you know I'm not just turning down my gain here. Let's do this one.
Oh, Mary, actually, have you ever played with Kobo? Kobo Kanairu?
No, I've never played with Kobo. The only interaction I've ever had with Kobo was when I showed up to your birthday party in my ugly bastard form, and Kobo went ... in chat.
Oh, I remember that.
He just DM'd me. I want to join.
Sure, that would be amazing. Yes, absolutely.
Alright, so,
Aw.
moment.
I'm going to say this too. Merriweather, very, very like incredible personality, creative visionary. Like so many of their comics and so many of their like short little one shots are some of the saddest, like really intense stuff, but then some of the most moving stuff out there, and just such a great creative visionary for all sorts of characters and stuff. It really is inspiring on my end because it's very easy for me to make characters, but then I don't know what to do with them or how big of a story to put them in. So,
Hello? Yeah.
huh?
Why is your voice like that?
Yeah.
Your
Why?
voice sounds weird. It sounds like you're underwater. Is that a problem?
I mean, what the? Oh, I didn't mean to. Okay, I didn't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. I wasn't paying attention to the rules that I set up for myself. So,
Sounds weird. It sounds like you're underwater. Is that a problem? I mean, we can go like this. Yeah. So, Mary, this is Kobo. She's my kohai, and Kobo, ini Mary. Yeah.
that was good.
Saya sekor anjing.
Let's go. Salam, anjing.
Very nice to meet you.
Yeah.
The fact she just says yeah to everything is so funny.
So do you play this game often, Kobo?
I love the editing on here.
Really? I used to.
You used to.
Yeah, but I'm kind of busy right now. So I haven't touched Overwatch for a moment. I wanna pee.
Oh, okay. Well, we're done with that. All right. That's funny. That was really, really funny. Have you guys seen this animation here? I'm not going to stop on it here, but it's by Orbiton. It's so good. If you guys ever watched Cartoon Network back in the day, it is literally just incredible. It's so good. It's so funny. Very artsy. Okay. Kobo. Oh, this one. Oh my gosh. First of all, so sad that that Sana is not here. And I guess, I mean, in full disclosure, their other indie side that they came out with doesn't hardly stream very much, which is kind of unfortunate. But I don't know if that's just what they wanted or not. So anyway, Kobo Sana na 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 na. So there's a loud glitch sound here. So just be aware of that, everybody. Loud glitch sound.
Hello. Hello, guys.
Cute. I love the art style.
Hello, mate. Hello, mate.
I love the face.
Very, very noisy. Kobo opening. Bacot, you know, bacot. Bacot means like very noisy. Urusai. Repeat after me.
Ba.
Bacot.
Batod.
No, batot, bacot.
Bachod. Bachod.
No, chot.
Chod.
Not T-O-D, but C-O-D. It's chot. Cot. Not cot. Not cot. Don't pronounce the C-S-K. Bacot.
I'm true. Gosh darn it. Chod. Nice. There we go. That's so fun. I do remember when this clip first came out. How long ago was it? 3 years ago. Oh my gosh. It really, yeah, I didn't know much about Kobo. I didn't know much about her person or model or anything like that. So I remember sitting there thinking like, oh man, she seems really angry that Sana's getting it wrong. That's really sad. Like I just was it I didn't realize for her that's just how she sounds.
No, cheater is
Oh man.
no, cheater is bad, Dad.
No,
Don't
it's
be a
good.
cheater. Don't cheat on Mommy Chihuahua.
Oof. Woot.
No, it's not that kind of thing. You are. It's a half.
I just love how they do the sizing here and especially the camera work. So it's just cut off there at the bottom. I love that. That's so funny. Oh.
You're a half child.
I'm a half child. What do you mean?
Oh, and the fact her hair moves.
I'm married to Amelia, but I'm married to myself. So you're half. We're not related. I mean, me and Kiara are not. This is getting complicated.
That's true.
You're adopted. I'm sorry you had to find out this way, but you're adopted.
Hey, adoption isn't bad.
Yes, but we love you. We both love you very much.
I'm adopted.
Yes. I'm sorry. No, don't be sad. Please don't cry. We chose you.
Oh my gosh. First of all, I love that. Having that kind of conversation is tough, especially when you wait till you're older. But as an adoptee myself, I mean, as early as possible, my folks let me know, like, yeah, you were adopted, and this was the circumstance. Da da da. My birth parents, just felt like they wanted someone else to take care of me because they couldn't on their own. So they did the really loving thing to be like, hey, we're not going to be able to provide as well as we could have. Let's give them to someone who could, and that just made it all the more magical to me. So I never was one of those kids that was like, oh, you're not my real parents, or where's my real parents? I didn't ever do that. I've never even looked or really felt like I had to, you know what I mean? Because I learned everything I needed to know about them, that they were super loving and super caring to be like, hey, we want you to have the best chance. And the cool thing of it too, well, not cool necessarily, but I had some surgery when I was born. So it was another one of those things where it's like, my parents choosing to give me to someone who could take care of me and stuff, especially with the issues that I had, was really like, it was just cool. So I felt like that was literally all I needed to know about my birth parents. So anyway, on to funny stuff.
I'm sorry. No, don't be sad. Please don't cry. We chose you.
We chose you.
It's not a bad thing.
Wow.
No, Kobo, I lied. You're not adopted. I'm just not.
That is such a childish scream.
Kiara's your real mother. There you go. How about that? I'm your uncle.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh, that almost got me. How quickly she's just like, okay. Oh my gosh. That's too funny. That's too much. Oh man, I don't know if we can watch 19 minutes of clips, homie. We gotta just move on here. Let me see. I want to see what this is. Ooh, I like the mix already. That dun, 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 dun. That goes with ding and bing bang bang bing bang bang bing bang bang. Oh, it's like down and down and down and down. I think that's what the horns were doing in the original instrumental. That's another show I meant to watch. I wanted to watch the Magic and Mitsu, something like that. That show. Oh my gosh, it looks so fun, and then I just wasn't able to watch it. But I want to see this cover here. Ooh. So really interesting harmonizing there, or not harmonizing, but the combination. It sounds like it's flowing really well. I like that a lot. Yeah. Ooh, and the way it switches to the Gyat song is really cool. Wow, really good job here. This is so well done. Bing bang bang bing bang bang bing bang bang bong. Bing bang bang bing bang bang bing bang bang bong. Bing bang bang bing bang bang bing bang bang bong. To the let's do the next of it. I would do a cover of this song if I felt like I could at all rap like how this song demands. That was so good. That was really, really good. Just gonna let them know I love the mixing. That's so cool. That's so awesome. I love that. Oh, I think. Oh man, this one takes me back. Holy smokes. Oh well, that's gonna. Okay, that's a long one. I'm sorry. We can't watch that one. I'm actually kind of losing it here. Oh man. I don't know if we're gonna get through all this. Well, let's see. Let's just keep going. I did hear this one before, but we could check out we could check out this. It's on there. I do also like the fact, regardless of anyone's viewpoint on Ollie or anything, the fact that she was such a fan, now being in that space is something special. That's really cool. Oh, she's got her lights going. That's fun. I only heard part of this cover, so. Okay, so before Ollie comes in, I figured this one she's coming in. It's cool that just how Mori at least is aware of how to give herself space breath-wise, to not go full ham when she's on stream. And I say this as someone who, when I first did a live performance, I pushed myself so hard I could hardly get through the whole song. So anyway, it's good that she's like, she's obviously hitting everything right because she has her song memorized. But the fact that she just sings like this instead is like, that's helpful, especially since there's a lot demanding in this song.
Another beautiful day with our loveliest miss. I'll live inside of your breast, pray I'm never released. I'd rather be kicked in the dungeon cause I'm that kind of beast. I don't wanna be apart because you're always my feast. Pressure mounting, I love to be mounted. Press the moment to make my doubt it. I love you. Closing in on every side.
I think if she said Missy instead of Miss, then released could have fit a little better. But something tells me she came up with this as soon as possible. Probably right before this.
Dread sorrow can't turn away. Can't turn back.
I'll always be a prisoner to my ambition.
As petals fly, I'll dance your tune, but hold your breath. Guess who's running the show?
And when this red runs black, I'll ask you, was I everything you imagine?
When my time's finally up,
Up, the sun's falling down, I'll turn stone again.
Ollie?
Every day I wanna be more, every day I wanna be more. To the biggest search, just call her mommy, please take me now, baby, I'm ready.
In spite of it, I stay curious because after it, yeah, I
She's
exist.
cute,
She
so
stunlocked me.
beautiful, I vow. I want her boobs on my face now.
Rising soon, regard the moon reflected in.
You know what though? What's so funny to me, and I think this was what my initial assumption was of Maury when I found out about her 4 years ago, was like, obviously she has that moe gap of like being super serious, but then also having fun and being whatever. But then there's times that she sounds like she's totally aware of the joke, but she has to act like, oh, I'm so surprised. And I feel like that's what's happening now. I feel like there's no way that maybe she wasn't aware of all the lyrics. But I feel like she had to know. She just sounds a little too like she's kind of aware that this was going to happen. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it makes me think of one of those acts where you get two people messing with each other on a mic, and then one of them, you know, they kind of look at them sideways and they're like, yeah, well, so anyway, on to what I was doing. Like they kind of try and keep it going, even though it's like, you know what I mean? Anyway.
Kids tomorrow, the day.
Oh my gosh.
Dread sorrow can't turn away.
Maybe she told her like, hey, we're gonna switch off for the chorus, how about that? And she's like, okay, cool. I feel like that had to be some of their conversation.
Time, I'll always be a prisoner to my ambition.
As petals fly, I'll dance your tune, but hold your breath, yes, who's owning the throne? So come alive now, once again, so I can chase you down. We are 5 minutes away from the end has come. Continue slashing forward, I must, or else just fade away.
I will say too, hearing Ollie, I forgot that every time she put out like a cover, I don't know if she's come out with any original music over the last few years. I haven't paid too much attention. I feel like I would have noticed, but I feel bad saying that. Like I'm not checking in on her. But in all reality, though, hey, Elfline. Sorry, I just noticed your comment here. I appreciate the subscription. But yeah, like she is so talented. Like absolutely one of the most talented voices. And even with this part here, she sounds very relaxed with some of this stuff. Now, with her rap where she did kind of a parody of it, that was very she was really stumbling a lot. But it also was her own parody of it. Unless you're singing that as much as the original, it's going to sound choppy. So, I mean, she just sounds great. She has great volume control. She has really good intonation in her voice. She has a lot of personality. All of that is necessary.
I didn't nail that part, and I might suck this part, so
No,
excuse me.
we have to work
Just a
together. You'll be fine.
There's a drug inside all of us, a never-ending eyebrow singing way deep down. It's all because I keep thinking and reaping in this all because it's down.
Escape how fate has a funny way of shaking the weak down. Am I gonna peek now? Fuse like a blah 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 da da da. Can't turn back.
Time, I'll always be a prisoner to my ambition. As petals fly, I'll dance your tune, but hold the down on me.
And when this red runs black, I'll ask you, was I everything you imagine?
When my time's finally up, the sun's falling down, I'll turn stone again. So come alive now, once again, so I can chase you down. We are
So that's an interesting thought process too. Like, how would that work with the lore? You know, she can't really reap Ollie at that point because she's a zombie. So I wonder if they ever talked about that. I feel like if they would have, it would have been from years ago. They would have established that.
You know what would happen when there's only me and you inside a room locked together, all sweaty, all hot? We would just.
We would sing karaoke.
She cut herself off. That's funny.
We would sing karaoke. Anyway, when is the official recording coming out? Never! Completely stun locked me. I didn't even sing the song right because she stun locked me.
That's funny. I love that. Very, very funny. I don't know if I want to jump on to Roach Chan here. Duckington, thank you very much for the recommendation, though. I think let's go to here. Gura understands elite English.
Okay. I like to drink hot chocolate and ice skate in the winter. What about you? Okay, one more time. I like to drink
Uh-huh.
hot chocolate and ice skate.
Do I look perpetually concerned? I think part of it is I was literally sitting here with my mouth open, just watching. So maybe that's why. Like I said earlier, I don't know all the deal with all the toggles that I was given. I was given a few facial animation toggles. It worked for a second and then it didn't later. And for the most part, if I just keep it on the toggle that I have, it generally responds well to my face. So that's kind of what I'm going with. But I am also concerned. So that's just par for the course.
What about you?
I love her narrative voice.
I like to drink hot chocolate and ice skate in winter. What about you?
Nice. I love that. I also didn't know until I rewatched this clip from Henya where she was trying to figure out how to say Puerto Rico. And I didn't know why she couldn't just say Puerto Rico. But it was because she was trying to learn how to word it by writing it in Japanese from English or something like that. So I saw Iron Mouse react to Henya trying to say Puerto Rico, and every time she tried to write something different, it got worse and worse in pronunciation. So it was pretty funny. I liked that. It was funny.
Drink hot chocolate and ice skate in winter. What about you?
I like hot chocolate. Okay.
Just the jaggedness of the letters, like it's a Zalgo meme or whatever.
Mama?
I like to drink hot chocolate and ice skate in winter.
I also am sitting far away from my
Hot chocolate.
chocolate.
Hot chocolate necklace. Oh, okay. Bacon. Hi. Hello. I like drink hot chocolate and ice cream with
Mm-mm.
One more time.
Okay. I like drink hot chocolate and ice cream
When you be.
Okay, wait. I think I got it. Okay, listen, because it's going to leave my brain really fast, y'all.
I like how she knows herself to be enough. She knows herself enough to be like, you have 5 seconds to internalize this or else it's out of my head.
Okay, listen, because it's going to leave my brain really fast, y'all. Okay. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Not it.
Uh-oh.
No, wait.
That was funny. That was really, really funny. I like that one a lot. Let's see what else we got. Tenma, what? Check the bed. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Oh, this game. Oh, this game. Oh my gosh. Voice activated stuff.
I want to leave. We need to talk about about the issues. Last time when I said I'm gonna leave, you just said let's check the bed. Who says that? Who said that? No one says that. Maybe my aim is bad. Your aim is shit.
Makes sense.
You see? I really appreciate us talking about this.
I'm tired.
You're tired? You're tired? Bitch, go to save a point.
The save point. Okay.
Thank you.
There you go.
Favorite activity, go to the bed.
The bed. Okay.
Bitch, what the fuck? That's a bed to you? Toilet.
The bed.
Toilet.
The bed. Okay.
You're lucky I took my pills today because I could kill you with my own hands.
Oh my gosh.
My best card.
Dresser. The bed. Okay.
No! Consultation!
Yes.
No!
I think we're done with checking this place.
I'm gonna eat chips right now because you make me hungry.
And I'm gonna do some stress eating.
I see. Check the dead body.
The bed.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna drink 7 beers after this stream. Listen to me.
Oh my gosh.
I need to check. Let's go somewhere else.
Oh, you're telling me this to the second time you walk in the bathroom, but when we go into the bed 1 million times, you're saying, oh, let's check the bed, huh? You're sending me mixed signals, bitch.
Oh my gosh.
Like a dog.
Little dog? Or big dog? Woof, woof.
Whoa.
It was not supposed to be like this. Meow like a cat.
Huh?
You understand? Bark like a dog, but not meow like a cat.
Little dog? Or big dog? Woof, woof.
You're actually a bitch.
Yes.
That's good to know.
Oh my gosh. Wow. What an ending. That was funny. Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to check out one more clip here. This is Shotam, Minecraft raw rabbit test. Okay. Because I feel like I'm going to fall asleep right now. So I am going to go check this out, and then I think we're going to be done. Plus, let me check and see. Let me check something real quick. How long have we been streaming for? Yeah, that's a bit of time. One more, and then we'll be done. So.
Raw rabbit. It looks like a nose.
The raw rabbit test.
The what? Rabbit test?
Oh my god.
Excuse me?
Someone please explain.
Whatever. It's like the Rorschach test. Why does the raw rabbit look like that?
Huh.
Melting hot.
I see a face in it, actually. Whatever.
Interesting test. Everyone's seeing something else.
Rabbits in Minecraft, it like determines your personality.
It's a Rorschach test.
No, you made that up. No, it's real.
I don't believe
It's
you.
real now.
Well, what is it? If you see a nose.
I don't know what it means. You have to interpret it yourself.
What the heck? This test sucks. Lume saw a penis.
It means you're nosy.
Well, I mean, I'm a little nosy.
Oh. I always see lungs when I look at it.
Ooh, I wonder what that means.
Ask Gura what she sees.
I see. It's a dumb picture.
Did you say a dump truck?
Gura's been alone in Minecraft for too long.
Oh no.
And the raw rabbits.
Please don't.
Okay, what do I see? I see a.
Gonna turn around. Behind you.
No!
Oh! You're cursed now. I've successfully passed the curse. I don't want it. I don't need it.
No!
The editing here is hilarious.
No! Get rid of the dumpy chicken! I don't want! It makes me think bad thoughts.
No, I don't want the chicken. I don't want the dump truck chicken.
In front of you. What does this look like?
It kind of looks like a hip.
Looks like
It looks like a hip bone.
you ruined me. It looks like. Oh no.
Oh, now I see. You know what? I actually didn't see it until just now. I see it. I see it
looks
now.
like-
I see it now because the
like,
the shading, that shading looks like the back part of the pelvis, and then that part of the top of the chicken is the cheeks.
oh.
Oh, I can't see it. No.
Tell us, Coney,
No.
what do you see?
No, this is wrong.
It's still there.
Are you looking at the raw rabbit? What is everyone seeing? I don't understand.
They can't stop staring at it.
I don't understand. What do you see?
Mesmerized. The way it spins slowly.
Doesn't it just
Somebody come get her. She dancing like a.
what's going on? What do you see?
On the tip of the tongue, I can feel it.
Don't do this. Not at my house.
Vlander, hello. Thank you very much.
Not in my sanctuary. He's trying to keep the stream PG-13. No, I don't what are you seeing? I don't see anything. See? Huh? I don't see. What are you guys seeing? That's so bad.
It's not always about what you see, but sometimes about how it makes you feel.
That's even worse. That's funny.
Is it making you feel things, Coney?
Hey, you should go take a look at this.
I looked at it. I didn't see anything wrong with it. It's just a raw rabbit that looked like a butt. What am I looking at? Well, I don't get it.
It's what I don't know, what is it?
Oh, it also looks like someone covering their eyes.
Oh, I see that though.
Oh, I can see it.
Ah, yeah, I can see it.
So that's like the tops of their hands.
I don't get it. I don't get dumb.
I don't.
What?
You TM'd me.
Is that how people talk to each other? They just don't say anything. They they're just as cryptic as possible when they hang out as friends.
We are at She's gone.
That's why I didn't. We didn't want to tell you.
Feel it jiggle.
Shut
Oh my goodness.
But who's sleeping next to the rabbit?
You.
That's funny. I love that. I love that. That's so funny. Well, folks, my goodness. There go. There go my eyebrows. Okay, I have to like actually really open my eyes and raise my eyebrows for that to work. I definitely was falling asleep there at the end. It's been a long week. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, thank you guys so much for supporting this year anniversary on YouTube. I will hope there will be many more. And thank you so much for the positive support and feedback on this model that I have and the music and all that other stuff. I thank you guys so very much. You guys have made this so fun for me. And yeah, that's all I gotta say about that, guys. Thank you. I'm just gonna kind of head out here. I think we're just gonna. Sorry, some of these I did not put with any audio. Okay, we're just gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. And I'm just gonna play the song of my people. Again, if any of you guys are interested in wanting to learn to rap or anything like that, you can use this outro. I will allow people to use it and rap over it and everything. If that's something you want to do, let me know. See ya, Hexlings.